Hey everyone! I'm back today with more My Hero Academia as usual, and really enjoying the beginning of this new arc so far. Looking forward to seeing more. If you're watching this early, it means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And if not, still thank you very much. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description below. Last episode, we had a very fun episode that I really enjoyed. Didn't get to actually, I was so wrapped up in talking about, just that end part with Froppy and everything. Oh my god. I was so touched beyond belief. But I actually wanted to comment on the fact that I was incredibly happy, which you could probably tell from my reaction, to see the fun little room decorating presentation contest. I love stuff like that. In my everyday life, I'm a big fan of design and arts and crafts and everything. So similar to the way that I always enjoy when they do food anime stuff, I really enjoyed the way that they did kind of a little something with an arts and not really arts and crafts, but kind of a design kind of flair to it. I just love stuff like that. So that was very fun. I did enjoy that. It truly feels like we're at the beginning of something new here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone kind of moving forward and with this next phase of everything. And I'm looking forward to seeing kind of the ramifications of everything that happened, because as much as it feels like we're kind of getting back to normal now, there's a lot that's different. They touched upon it a little bit last episode and the episode before it, that with All Might not being the symbol of peace anymore, that changes a lot of things for everything. It changes things for UA. We saw a couple episodes ago, I think, it kind of changes a lot of even political things. It reaches so many levels of the society, government and the public and UA, and so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to deal with that. It's very interesting to think that it impacts so many levels of their society. Because he was such a public face, and what he did was so much more than just a job as a hero. He really was a symbol. So, but also yeah, it's I imagine it will have some effects when it comes to crime and safety and everything as well. It'll be really interesting to see how it's all dealt with. So on that note, I'm gonna jump right in because I personally can't wait to see more. So I will save my my big rant for the outro as usual. I always say that, and then I don't know, I feel like sometimes my intro rants are longer, but we'll see. We'll see how the timing works out. So without further ado, let's jump into the very next episode of My Hero Academia. Let's go. New theme! Oh! Oh, I like this! Wait, does that mean we get a new ending theme too? Because I think I know what the ending theme is going to be. I gotta remember that. I'm going right to iTunes after this. Oh, I love this! In his All Might shrine. That's such a cool room. He should have won. As much as I love Cake, he should have won the decorating contest. Oh god. Here we go with another big competition. Nice. That's part of being a student at a hero school, my friends. That's so cool. It reminds me of in wrestling when you have your own move.
一時的な調査程度
Okay. That's an excellent idea. Nice.
腕に爆弾ができてしまってあまり無理ができなくて正直必殺技のビジョンが全然
Can he use something other than his arms? I love that he can still do it a little bit. He's so enthusiastic about the way he says it. It's so great that everyone gets to like, oh, Izuku, honey, don't feel bad. His is harder to work with because it's so powerful. Of course, it's easy to sit here and say that, but it's harder to like be the person. Very true. You gotta make it your own, honey. You know what? He's doing his research. He's trying to improve. What about that thing that Melissa made him in the movie? He's so uptight. I love him. Oh, I thought it was a villain at first. I'm like, oh my god, don't put me through this again. Ah, it's just a goofy little moment. Yay. I thought of her when I saw this development studio. Oh boy, okay. Oh yeah, he didn't forget her. He's not forgetting her anytime soon. I'm very uncomfortable with this. Okay, that's pretty cool. It looks a little clunky though. He looks like Baymax in that thing. He's like trying to... I don't know if I trust any of her babies. She has very good ideas, but I think she still needs to kind of work on the practical aspect a little bit. She seems very bright and clever, just needs a tiny bit of honing on her skills. Is he having a mutter moment? I feel like this is a mutter moment. Yes! Nice. Look at everyone! I'm so proud of these guys. Ah, nice! That is so cool. Sweet. I just can't. He's too much. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Did I not say that at the beginning? Nice.
正解だ。
I love that on so many levels. Oh, we got a new ending theme. It's not the one I thought it would be, because a few of you hinted during my freak out over the movie at what it would be, but...
歩くほどに
It is!
そこが
Oh!
汚れてく
Oh my god! It's like an acoustic version!
魂も
How did I not know that? I've never heard this.
しまったはずが好き
That was the best swerve ever, you guys! I did not, because I'm so used to like the normal version of it.
招くたびに光
Oh, I really like this! It's got a whole different like flow to it. Alright, so first I just need to express my utter happiness at that moment, because I was like, when I heard the start of the end theme, my initial reaction was like, oh, I thought it was Long Ho Philia again, like, because some of you had hinted in my reaction to the movie that I watched back before season 3, that like, oh, that's gonna be like one of the ending themes at the further on into season 3, and I'm like, oh, I guess I haven't gotten to it yet, and then I hear his voice, and I'm like, yee! Okay, so moving on, because this episode was great. So I want to say something about that very last scene, because first of all, I love that he put it together, that Izuku put it together, that just because he has this quirk doesn't mean he has to use it the exact same way. He has to make it his own. And I thought that was really cool, the way he was like exploring that throughout the episode, and then finally came to the conclusion that he would, you know, use his... Has he used his legs before for One For All? Because I feel like he did, but I could be wrong. But that's a great idea, because that's going to take like half the stress off of his arms right there, if he's like using 4 limbs instead of 2. So that was great. And also, can we talk about that moment where we see depowered, weakened All Might, and he's about to get crushed, and in comes Izuku. I can't tell you what a satisfying full circle moment that was. If we go back to the first episode, where like we have Izuku, this, you know, young boy without a quirk, and it just feels like physically he is so, at least from his perspective, he is so weak compared to his peers. And All Might rushes in. This is just like brilliant storytelling, to have that come full circle and have that moment where like we see All Might, he's about to get it, and in comes Izuku to save him with One For All, and using One For All in his own hero way, like he's figured it out. You guys, just like, mwah, I love it. It's so utterly satisfying. Great stuff. Really fun to see everyone exploring their quirks and how to use them and sustain them in there, and create these special moves. And I love the way that they described the special moves. Like, practically speaking, this is why you need a special move. And it all made a lot of sense. That being said, I mean, come on, the cool factor of having like your own special move and yelling it out. Like, why would you really have to yell it out? It's 'cause it's cool. Let's just be real here. But it was very fun. It's nice to see how far everyone's come. And it was really cool to see just kind of like everyone figuring out better ways to use their quirks. Because we see a lot of that with Izuku, because One For All is so hard to control. But even if it's a quirk you're born with, you know, look at the way people train their muscles and things for different purposes, you know, sports and so it's really cool to see that as well. I'm glad that we got to see, I think she's Hatsume, I think was her name, the girl with the babies. Some very uncomfortable scenes with her and Izuku. You guys know how I feel about whenever Uraraka has to see someone like on her man. Makes me uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable anyway to have her like going after Izuku. But I officially ship Izuku and Uraraka, so I'm not on board with somebody coming between them. But they were funny, goofy moments, so it was all good. Yeah, it was fun to see her again as well, and kind of like it was fun, but also like a good little lesson nested in there of like, she doesn't care how many times she fails. She thinks outside the box. If it works, it doesn't. She moves on. And it's kind of it's a good lesson for these guys, and it's just a good like life lesson, you know? Like, you can't be afraid to try things and experiment with your potential. And you're gonna fail sometimes, and that's okay. Yeah. You know, just getting some philosophical insights from this anime that I'm watching. But that's what's great about anime is, like, on the surface, you look at this, it has goofy moments. You know, the style looks very like what we in America often see as like just a cartoon. And I love that it just blows that out of the water. You know, it's like, yes, it's animated. Yes, we have goofy, weird, funny, pervy moments. But at the end of the day, like, you can discover like some of the the all-time great mysteries of life in anime, and that's just one of the many things I love about it. So that being said, because I'm starting to rant and I'm starting to get off topic, which, you know, shock, loved it, very excited for where it's all going. Love the new opening theme, love the new ending theme. Man, that was such a good swerve, you guys. My god, I have to go back and like watch my face when I realized what happened. So guys, having such a good time with this. Thank you so much for joining me. I cannot wait to watch more, and I can't wait to have you watch more with me. So on that note, I will see you all next time. Bye guys, Plus Ultra.